Welcome back, my friends. Thank you for standing by, allowing me to have a short break there in between games. Welcome back to Mystic Quest. This is a first playthrough of Mystic Quest. Like all my first playthroughs, we're going through strictly blind. No research, no help, no advice, no information about the game. I've been sailing through pretty smoothly so far. There's been a puzzle or two to have me scratching my head a little bit, but we've always managed, and hopefully we'll continue to do so. It's a it is a very casual game, but you know that's all right. Not everything I play has to be world-endingly difficult. Spoilers, buttons do things. Oh, watch out, Subject Omega. You're walking a thin line. That's about the level of spoilers I like, though. So we have been exploring this volcano world, fire world kind of area. Heal potions. Cure potions. Where's this go? Well, we're all stocked up. So that sort of monster-looking cave on the left, that was the last thing we did. And tonight, the plan is to head into this volcano. Oh, I think we did something down here too. I don't remember. I haven't played this game since Thursday of last week, so my memory's slightly less than perfect at the moment. I think we did this part, though. This blue square. Yeah, this looks familiar. I think we did all of this part before. Lava dome. Yeah, this is new. This is what we want to do. There's a ninja. I think that's a new enemy. Hot Wings. The bird is called Hot Wings. Do I have a water spell? I have a blizzard. How effective do we think that is? Probably not effective, right? I don't know, it didn't actually say. Hey, nice, a raid! Welcome in, VR! Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome to your friends. Very happy to have you here tonight. Let me see if I am capable of typing a shout out for you. I played VR for too long. I'm typing with my dumb hand. So I'm typing on challenge mode. What were you doing on stream tonight, VR? How did it go? okay game. I can relate to that username sometime. My frown username. I always like when it lets you put in punctuation for your name, so I can do that in games. Preferably it'd be colon parenthesis, but usually they'll give you the option for a colon, but they won't give you the option for the parenthesis, so I have to make a capital C work. Oh. You were talking to VR. See how self-centered I am? You can relate to I played VR for too long. You have a headset and spend too much time on it. I would like to play around with VR, but I don't have any of the equipment for it, and it's a little pricey. But someday I would like to see about getting into that more. VR says we were playing a ROM hack of Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. Pretty fun. Did 80% of it in one sitting. I'll say that's pretty fun. That's a pretty big game from what I understand. I haven't played it, but I mean, I've played a couple other Metroidvanias, so 80%, that's a lot. But right on. It sounds like a lot of fun. I like my Castlevanias. Yeah, 80% in one sitting. I got a pretty good memory of the original, so for the most part, just going through the motions, fair enough. What's this that Angela said? Angela said, disappointed there isn't an enemy called Salt and Pepper Wings and Barbecue Wings. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We may run into one. Let's not give up hope too soon. Okay. Fangpire? Avizard? I don't even know what in the world these names are supposed to mean. Oh, his damaged animation almost makes me feel bad for him. Almost. That was a lot of damage. We played Super Ghouls and Ghosts earlier tonight. It's my favorite game. I did a 100% run. I was forcing myself to get all of the treasure chests and all the money bags and every weapon drop. So I had to play a lot of the game with a lot of bogus weapons. And a game that normally takes me about an hour and change to beat on an any percent run took me almost 5 hours to beat tonight. I need a lot more practice for the 100% approach. It was nightmarish. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again next week and see if I do any better. Because foolishly, I have said that I would like to do a 100% run like that and do it deathless. It's no mean feat. But it's good. It gives me an excuse to play the game a lot, to play it in a new way, and to get better at like approaches to the game that I would never willingly make. It forced me out of my comfort zone of just using the dagger and the gold armor for everything. Adamant turtle. What is adamant about it, and why does it have those views? I love that the ninja are dressed in purple. That's interesting. That ladder is partially broken. I don't think we've seen a ladder quite like that yet. These are terrible ninjas, I can clearly see them, exactly. If you see a ninja, he is not a ninja. Give Ruben a little boost there. Not sure which enemy to be most afraid of yet. Wow. They're a little strong, but not unbearable. Missed. That's the worst. Get that hot wings out of here. There's a whole lot of enemies up here guarding these chests. Oh, that was terrible. That was pathetic. Awful magic. Waste of time. Don't use that anymore. I learned my lesson. Incredibly weak. Incredibly weak. Hey, welcome in, Jesse. Jesse Thompson, great to see you here. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 11 months. You've been very good to me with your support. Thank you, Jesse. I really appreciate it. I hope you've been well. 11 months, almost a year. It really is almost a year too. It's funny because I like to say that all the time. Particularly when it's a number that doesn't work, right? That's the joke, but in your case, it really is almost a year. Right on. Thank you again very much for that. don't know which enemy to be most afraid of, so... I know which enemy to be most afraid of. No! Oh, this is real bad. Oh no, these guys are stronger than I thought. Tough situation. Time flew by. I really feel like it does around here. Sometimes I just really can't believe how long I've known people for that I've met through the stream. I was checking it for a secret passage in the wall. It didn't make sense what I was doing there. I know it probably looked silly, but... Steno? I can't say that I follow the name. This is bad. Any enemy that can petrify me is a pretty terrifying thought. And apparently petrifies all this enemy does. Alright, maybe not. Oh, I see. Look at this. I don't have any... both of my characters are petrified, so I don't have anyone to cure me. So it's an automatic failure. Alright, well, we'll restart that battle. It looks like we get petrified on touch, so I'm gonna use bombs. Ruben's just gonna have to deal with being petrified, I think. Actually, no, he should defend. Hit 6 times. Ouch. Alright, this enemy isn't bad. We just have to remember to go in with the right approach, where we'll be fine. I have a lot of bombs, so I might as well use them for a while, because they attack all the enemies. I use them a little bit more frequently, at least. Critical hit. love it when the enemies miss. Alright, throwing some bombs into the mix. Very good move. It's definitely the thing to do. Nice. Oh, we won't get double petrified. I hope. Great. Cool. Boy, there are a lot of enemies in this volcano. It's kind of stunning. Two critical hits in a row? I disagree. Level up. My health goes up to an even 1,000 now. It's weird to see an even number like that. Wow, those are some strong attacks. I have a fairly stubborn determination to fight every enemy in the game, and I may not have enough. I may not have enough potions for that to be like realistic. Since I've got to heal after like every other battle. We're about to get a fancy treasure chest, so potentially cool item incoming, question mark? Moon Helm. I have no idea what that is. I'm gonna assume it increases my defense dramatically, though. Oh no! I aimed those two attacks at the opposite enemies that I meant to attack. I'm just remembering I bought a new rhythm game to keep myself entertained. Right on. It's been a long time since I played a rhythm game. I used to play some of the, like, Guitar Hero and Rock Band games. I was never very good at them, but I used to play them sort of casually and socially, and I had a lot of fun with them. But I think that's really the extent of my rhythm gaming. Oh, confusion is so bad. And then I missed. That's why confusion is so bad. I need a lot more level ups. I don't think you ever actually equip any of your stuff in this game. Moon Helm. it seems to all equip automatically. I'm glad Square didn't go with their first suggestion for an enemy name. Teethfire just didn't strike fear into me as much as Fangfire, Angela says. That's pretty good. Oh, I think the moon helm made me strong against fire attacks, because I was pretty weak against them up until a moment ago. That's a good find. Ruben was always strong against them, but Frown wasn't, so that's nice. That moon helm is good. Glad you're having a good time with Mystic Quest VR says. It's such a great introduction to RPGs. Yeah, I'm having fun with it. It's it's pretty simple and straightforward, but that's not always a bad thing. It's got a lot of cool things to see, and it's got great music, so it's sort of a fun, casual ride. And I can't completely turn my brain off. I do lose battles every now and then if I don't pay a little bit of attention. It's not always an automatic win. Wow, those guys are weak. Looks like a teleport square of some sort. I don't know where it's gonna take me, but ooh, even being strong against fire, that still hurt a little bit. Oh, it wasn't a teleport, it was a switch. I'm glad I came over here before I went over to that door. Yeah, this game is a really good time. I think that's everything in this area. I think I gotta back out of here and look for an alternate path now. Which, I mean, I've got options. do like those combat music, Subject Omega says. I should have focused on one enemy at a time instead of spreading my attacks out. Because those guys are strong. There we go. I also like the small animations from the protagonist is either hit with ice or fire. I like the I like that the enemies all have a damaged sprite. So that you, like, your progress against them is sort of visually represented. A lot of the enemies I take out, you know, in ways that don't allow that to be on screen for very long, but it's a nice touch that I like that they include. Nice for knowing that you're chipping away at the HP bar. Yeah, especially since, like, you know, you don't know how much health they have, right? It's nice that they give you a little visual cue, and it's better than, I think it's better than displaying a health bar. Missed. Just tear through them all. Always respect healers and healing items. I would be lost without them. 100%. Boy, this cave system goes on for forever. I just woke up. Am I late for work? Hello, Conga. Welcome in. I hope your morning is getting off to a great start. Healers are great, except for when they're on the enemy team. Exactly. Guri Soma, welcome in. Hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome to your friends. I hope you are well today. Tell us all about your stream. What were you doing? How did it go? We played through Super Ghouls and Ghosts earlier tonight. I did a playthrough where all the money bags, treasure chests, and item drops are mandatory. So I ended up in a lot of nasty situations with bogus weapons in my pocket. In a game that I could normally beat in like an hour and a half. Took me 5 hours. It was quite the challenge. But it was a fun time, and we're actually going to do it again because I want to see if I can improve. If I can do the 100% run and do it more efficiently each time and get better and better until I'm a master with every weapon, in every situation. Lofty goals. And now we're relaxing with some Mystic Quest. Healing mechanics in video games, sort of a double-edged sword. Love having a healer on my team, but oh, is it annoying to deal with an enemy team that has a healer. At least you know who to target first. Indeed you do. Finished Breath of the Wild, then started on Age of Calamity. Oh, right on. I enjoyed both of those, and I enjoyed Age of Calamity a lot more than I thought I was going to. There was a lot more Breath of the Wild in it than I thought there would be. I mean, it's not the same kind of game, but it wasn't completely just a Breath of the Wild veneer. Like, it had a little bit more to it than I expected it would. I hated the story. I thought the story was completely bogus, but, I mean, whatever. I don't play video games for story anyway. And your mileage may vary there. I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm not going to give anything, away about it. I just didn't like it. But I had fun with both games. Thank you for the wheel. Could one of my mods type a shout out for Guri Soma, please? So that those who are so inclined may follow our friend. Thank you, Conga. Thank you as well, Sparrow. And yeah, we'll spin the wheel. I'm inside a volcano, so what better place to spin the Wheel of Scorching? Welcome in, Itarama. Pleasure to have you here, Itty. Managed to drag myself out of bed in time for Frownie. I'm glad to have you here. We're going to go for a little while longer. It's not a whole lot of stream left, but there's a bit. Trauma Turtle, welcome in. Mystic Quest, love this game, right on. I'm playing through it. This is the very first time for me. Alright, let's see what the wheel does. Diablo, that's the chocolate. This is the last time we're going to land on the Diablo chocolate. I've got to replace that wedge. I've got to replace that wedge of the wheel. This was Diablo dark chocolate made with red chilies, chipotle peppers, and habanero peppers. Packaging looks kind of like this. And yeah, this is our last piece of it. It's not super spicy. It sounds like it might be pretty spicy, but it's actually not. It's rather pleasant. Diablo, Lord of Deliciousness. Sounds fun. It is a little spicy. The world's hottest chocolate hurts. I thought this would be closer to that than I think it is now. I was a little intimidated to pick up the world's hottest chocolate. I wanted to find something that was close to it without quite being that diabolical. This turned out to be more pleasant than challenging, but that's alright. We need some milder things on the wheel, too. They don't all need to be maximum agony. This is good. It is the heat's. It's like a pleasant hot chocolate that, you know, if you make your hot chocolate with like a little cinnamon and a little cayenne to like give it sort of a kick. This is kind of like that, just turned up a little bit higher. First time, Trauma Turtle says, interesting. I played like 23 times through it in my lifetime. Yeah, it's first time for me, and I'm having a good time with it. That was a treat. Thank you for the spin of the wheel, Garisoma. Thank you for that. Sparrow says, so over feeling sick. I want you to be well. I want you to be well as well, Sparrow. Yeah, there's a spicy popsicle. It's, yeah, I think you're right. I think it's called Satan's Toe. I'm not looking for the world's hottest foods just yet. The idea of the wheel is that it's supposed to like increase in heat kind of gradually over time. So like, I know there are much hotter things I could put on it, but I'm working my way slowly up to those things. Pretty glad we went that direction first to get these heals. Good night, Frownie. Good night, chat. See everyone tomorrow, Angelus says. Good night, Angelus. Thank you again, as always, for the raid. Sleep well, my friend, and best of luck with your stream tomorrow night. Yeah, these turtles just don't stand a chance. The lizards are a little more formidable. The lizard... The lizard in its damaged phase looks like Puff the Magic Dragon at the end of the song. His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane. That's a weird song, Puff the Magic Dragon, because the thing about it is the song starts off like very upbeat and cheerful, and it stays like that for like the first verse and chorus, and then there's a somewhat sadder verse and the same chorus, and then there's a very sad verse and a very sad chorus, and then an upbeat chorus, and the song's over. But it's not earned. There's no verse that corrects the sadness that you felt in the third verse. So the switch back from a downbeat chorus to an upbeat chorus out of nowhere is not earned, and the song, the story has no reason to be cheerful again. The emotions that Peter, Paul, and Mary attempt to have you feel don't work if you pay attention to the song. On that cheerful note, I need to grab some food, Kurisoma says. Alrighty, find yourself something delicious, my friend. If you don't make it if you don't make it back before the stream ends, thank you again for the raid. So the lesson is sometimes horrible things happen and there's no resolution. Pretend it didn't happen and think about something else. That might be Sparrow. That might be not far off. I'm not as familiar with it, but I think their song, The Miraculous Toy, does kind of the same thing. Where it's like, where it's a song that becomes increasingly more sad, but still ends on an upbeat chorus. That one might have a verse to repair. That one might have a verse, though, meant to repair the, like, sad part of the song. But even if it does, I think my suspicion is that it's not sufficient to really to again still earn the upbeat ending. I haven't heard that one in a long while, though. I had a VHS tape that was like an animated short film of Puff the Magic Dragon. I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. It sounds like it would have a net result of being upsetting. No, it's a. I think of it very fondly. There's a lot of. I mean, there are a lot of like. Sort of moments of like intense like scariness and sadness, but you know, the lesson of the story is like, you know, the world is frightening, but you can face the frights of the world and overcome them. It's you know, it's got a good message, an encouraging one. But there are lots of little parts of it that I frequently think about, like, to this day, and will quote sometimes, like, when I'm talking with Jelly, and it lives well in my mind. I had the same VHS tape back in the day, too, VR says. Right on. I love, there's a part early on, Puff has this bag, like, full of his, like, supplies, his, like, adventuring supplies or whatever. He's looking through it, he's trying to find, like, some paper and scissors, and as he rifles through his bag, he's casually tossing away the things that he comes across that he doesn't need, and they're all, like, fairy tale things, and he's like, Alice's mushroom, Peter's shadow, golden brick, and... just the way he casually lists off the items, like, the rhythm of it is something that I think about a lot. I need to get some sleep, Subject Omega says. Au revoir. Thank you for being here, Subject Omega. Appreciate your company. I wish you a great night of sleep and a wonderful tomorrow, my friend. I do hope you'll give Spyro a try someday, Sparrow says. I think I'd like to check it out. I think it could be a lot of fun. It's essentially one of my favorite games ever, Sparrow says. I have looked it up a time or two. Only the first in the series, though. I've looked at it on the PlayStation 1 a time or two. It's not the cheapest game in the world, but it's also not terribly expensive. So I do think I'll be able to pick up a copy at some point. I've just felt when I've come across it that I could probably get a slightly better price than what I've seen. But I haven't thought of it in a while, so maybe I should give it another look sometime soon. Spyro 1 is great, the rest are ick, Chozo says. There seems to be something of a consensus. Can you bake a cherry pie very long, very long? Can you bake a cherry pie very long, John? So speaking of which, Long Loves Retro, welcome to the stream. What timing? Spyro 2 is the GOAT? I might. Hey, that's it. Exactly. Can you bake a cherry pie, please? Did you have that? Did you say you had that VHS too, Sparrow? Oh no, I just sang about the cherry pie. I literally just sang about it. I thought that I said the part before that. Been lurking, doing housework. Right on. Thank you for the lurk. I'm diabetic. Oh no. Alright, we will not challenge you to pastries. How'd I break it to him? I wondered, Sparrow says. My short-term memory is clearly not incredible, huh? That's on their adventures. Puff and Jackie, they meet a giant pirate, a vicious pirate who's also giant, and he's Long John, very Long John, black and blue beard kid, the main Spanish pirate of the Spanish Main. And when all hope is lost, they realize that very Long John never wanted to be a pirate at all, but he really wanted to be a baker. And so they get out of the situation by challenging him to bake a cherry pie. And that reconnection with his love of cooking causes him to immediately give up the life of being a pirate. He becomes a baker instead, and he decides to be a baker instead and lets them go. Sorry to spoil it. Watch party win. We'll have to think about that. Could be worth doing. It may amuse only me. I think you're so wrong about that. Even if the movie was a bit on the average side, I think your enthusiasm would keep us thoroughly entertained. I imagine I can't be the only one who has the experience of, like, sometimes you get a video in, like, your recommendation feed that is on a topic that you would just completely have no interest in, but you click on it anyway, and then just the presenter's enthusiasm makes you really invested for those 20 or 30 minutes on something that like you never cared about before and you never think about afterwards. Every telemarketing ad. Yes, I do need that paintbrush. I have a very moderate interest in The Simpsons. You know, like I've seen the first several seasons. You know, and I like them well enough, but I don't really go out of my way to rewatch them often or anything like that. And I haven't seen like 3 decades worth of the show at this point, but someone or many someones have uploaded like 30-second clips of The Simpsons, like just lots of random 30-second clips. And I clicked on one once, and now they're in my feed all the time. And I keep clicking on them. I keep watching random like 30-second clips of The Simpsons out of context. Like I'll sit there and watch like 5 or 6 of them in a row. And I've probably watched like 100, 150 of them over the past like 2 weeks. Just like 5 or 6 at a time. It's pretty amusing. It's a pretty fun way to enjoy The Simpsons. I still love The Simpsons, Sparrow says. I haven't seen a lot of episodes. I keep telling myself that when it finally ends, I'll watch it all from start to finish. That'd be quite the undertaking. You have no idea when me and my school friends get together, we use so many Simpsons quotes. Watching all these random clips has not quite got me to the point of feeling like I should sit down and like watch a season or anything like that yet, but it could very well lead to that. That could be in my future if I keep clicking on these. Or who knows? Maybe I won't, and maybe I'll just watch the I'll watch the entirety of the series in 30-second clips out of order. Also, if the Simpsons hangs in there just a little bit longer, Sparrow, it may never have to end. They may just start doing AI generated episodes of The Simpsons, and it can last in perpetuity. They've got so much content. They could easily train an AI, you know, to produce episodes of The Simpsons by studying, because they have such a wealth. They have such a wealth of episodes to like draw data from. The AI will be so well educated. Some people argue the more recent stuff is already as good as AI generated. I don't hear a lot of compliments for current Simpsons. I don't know. I probably haven't watched an episode that's come out like since the 90s. I hope there aren't breakable walls in this volcano, because I haven't been keeping a very good eye out for them. If there are breakable walls, I have certainly missed them. Which is a scary, scary thought. All I can say is I took a long break from it and came back watching the latest season. And all I can say is I enjoyed it, Sparrow says. Right on. You know, some, like... the majority opinions that you hear floating around out there are not always correct. I love Futurama too, but don't get me wrong, I don't quote it ad nauseum, Sparrow says. Ooh, is that bars of gold over there? Huh. It is, but I can't interact with them. That's weird. Like any cartoon, it can be quite cringe when people go that extra mile quoting something that goes on a bit too long or is just unnecessary. I don't have a lot of Simpsons quotes in me, but I like that. I like that episode where Homer gets a snowplow, and his jingle is "Mr. Plow, that's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow." It's perfect. Or hang on, I've got another one in me. When he said, when he chants, "I am so smart, SMRT." There's a good one. My quote mine might be tapped there, though. I mean, I would recognize tons of quotes from it, but I don't know that there are any others that I'd like think of on a regular basis. One I find myself going back to is the monorail episode. A good example is when a game says to jump, press the jump button. My response to that is mono means one and rail means rail. More gold? Not a lullaby. Not a critical hit. Oh, don't heal yourself. That's obnoxious behavior. It's weird, there's all this gold and I can't collect any of it. I'm not sure what percentage of my progress I lose if I just save and quit in the middle of a volcano like this. I don't want to do that to us, but Super Ghouls and Ghosts ate up so much time that I may very well have to do that. I'm looking at the clock, and it's really creeping up on me here. I think there's probably more to this dungeon than I'm going to be able to handle at the moment. So we may have to save the rest of it for next week. I think that's what we're going to have to do, my friends. Let me heal my characters, because if I don't do that, I won't remember to do it at the start of next time, and I'll immediately die. Alright, my friends, I'm sorry to leave off in such a weird place. I'll find us a raid target. Thank you for being here tonight. As always, I really value your company, and it's really good of you to make the time to hang out with me here on the stream. Thank you very much for that. I hope you've had a wonderful night. Sorry we didn't get a whole lot of Mystic Quest. I was actually anticipating making big strides in this game, but Super Ghouls and Ghosts, more challenging than I expected. So I will find us someone to drop in on. That's cool, Frownie. It's been good to have you around for a bit longer tonight. I'm happy to have been here, Sparrow. Thank you for being here with me. I hope you your health continues to return to you, my friend. No Biggie VR says. Have a good rest of the night. Have a good rest, Frownie. Thank you, VR. That's what I plan to do. I'm going to be making my way toward bed here. Alright, I'm going to send everyone... me too, thanks a lot though. I really hope to turn a corner tomorrow right on. I should be back tomorrow night, my friends. Around 11 p.m. is the target. I've been showing up a little late this week. I hope to turn that back around. So 11 p.m. Central Time. Maybe even a little earlier if I'm very lucky. We're going to play Haunted Castle and Kirby tomorrow night. We'll play more Mystic Quest probably on Monday next week. Monday or Tuesday. I'll let you know in the Discord. Leaning toward Monday for more Mystic Quest in the second part of that night stream. Tomorrow, Haunted Castle and Kirby. And Friday, variety of games on the Commodore 64. So those are the upcoming things. Hopefully I'll get to see you for some of that. I'm going to send us in the direction of Vintage RPG. She's got a good stream with some chill, cozy vibes. Typically, she's just getting started for tonight. I think she's playing Dragon Age, with not really quite as retro as I tend to lean, but we'll hop over there nonetheless. She does do retro games from time to time. She does a lot of PC games. I've enjoyed watching her play some point and clicks from time to time. So that'll be the direction that I send us off toward, my friends. Thank you one last time for being here. Again, I really appreciate your company. I hope you have a great rest of your night or day, and that you are well until I get to see you again. I hope I get to see you again very soon. But that's it for tonight, my friends. I'm all out of stream. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.